So now let's go into physical intimacy, the components of that. Does that sound okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So for me, I think there's about 4 we want to cover, maybe 5. Non-sexual touch.
Yeah.
So physical intimacy, remember, is we're using touch, physical gestures to show our love and our care. And so non-sexual touch are gestures like hugging, kissing, holding hands. Again, it's just maybe even sitting close together. It's just a way to show your support and care. And it's kind of like this feeling of safety.
One thing I see in couples I work with is the almost instinctual reaching across and just holding each other's hand, or just like putting your hand on your partner's knee or your shoulder, is that those gestures of like, I care, I love you, you're safe with me, that have nothing to do with sex, but just have everything to do with, I care about you.
Yeah, non-sexual touch.
Absolutely.
Well, and then there's sexual touch.
Good old sexual touch.
Yeah, it's just, right, that ability to share your desires and pleasures in a sexual way that couples really like and love, but then sometimes lose it. And then they get really frustrated, like, what just happened?
Yeah.
But experiencing pleasure together in a sexual way.
Yeah. And that's so important to make sure people know that is an aspect of physical connection. It is not all of physical intimacy.
Right.
You know, and I think that a lot of times when couples come in, they see intimacy as just physical touch, sexual touch.
Yes. Well, so another component of physical intimacy is affection, right? Just like with non-sexual touch, affection is just like, it's kind of spontaneous. It's like maybe I come and like you're cooking dinner and I put my hand on your shoulder, or I'm like, hey, let me give you a back rub. It's just this like organic, I care about you, I love you, and I just want to show you affection physically by touching you somehow. Again, it doesn't mean the expectation of sexual touch. It's just caring, I love you.
Well, I think it's an offering of comfort, you know, because I think that one of the things we crave, you know, obviously we have for, you know, tens or hundreds of thousands of years, is we don't want to go through this life alone. We want to have another person that we feel deeply connected to. And physical affection, physical intimacy is sort of a reassurance of the comfort that, hey, you're not alone. I'm here. You know, even in like, I can just think of like, you know, our kitchen is the hub of our life. And a lot of times there's a lot of stress, and there's things being cooked and conversations being had, and walking next to Tarah and occasionally like, you know, placing my hand on her shoulder, giving her a little kiss on the cheek. Like, I think it's like, hey, you're not alone. Like, yeah, we're dealing with a lot of chaos this morning, but I'm here. And I know I feel that when there's like a spontaneous physical touch, it's like, oh, I'm not alone.
Affection feels really good. Again, it's more spontaneous. And then, right, another element is the comfort piece, right? Like you can use touch to comfort your partner who's in despair, who's maybe going through something difficult, right? Because there's that organic affection and I love you and hugs and kisses. And then there's also like, wow, I see that this was a really hard day for you. Let me come in and hold you. Let me snuggle you. There is physical touch for comfort, physical touch for affection, physical touch for sexual affection. But that comforting piece, like, I mean, research shows it drastically reduces anxiety and depression. And when we're held in comfort by our partner because we are going through a distressing time, that feels so connecting.